Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to the Feel Good Factor. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus and I'm so glad you could join me here today. Hello, lovely people! Last week was episode number 25 of my podcast. I know it seems like a small number, but I'm very, very excited about it. It's been a beautiful journey for the past 5 months, releasing one episode every Tuesday. I have learned so much from the time I started to now, just within these 5 months. I wanted to thank all of you who have been a great support to this podcast. All of you who've been listening regularly, leaving reviews, sharing this podcast with your friends and family, and of course, all the awesome people I have had a chance to interview and feature here on the show. When the podcast started off, it used to be mostly solo cast. So for the first 10 episodes, it was just me speaking. And then I started with the interview format where I got to have conversations with a lot of people who are experts in their fields. So whoever I found who I felt has the energy that's in alignment with the show, in alignment with all of you, and whose expertise I felt you would all benefit from. These are the kind of people that I started interviewing for the show. And because of the COVID 19 lockdown, a lot of people were at home, a lot of people had more time. So I got a chance to record a lot of interviews and feature so many people here. I even have some recorded which I haven't yet featured here on the show. So, yes, I can promise you, you can totally look forward to some awesome people here very, very soon. But I thought, okay, it's been such a long time since I did a solo cast. So I decided today I'm just going to talk to you. It's going to be you and me. Talking about COVID, I hope you're all doing good. I hope this whole phase has been going well for you. You've had a chance to slow things down a bit, look at your priorities in life, learn new things about yourself, and most importantly, spend lots of time in self care and self reflection. There are so many things to be grateful for during this time. I've had a chance to spend more time doing my meditation, manifestation activities, writing things down. A lot of the stuff which I was already doing, but I've had a chance to do a lot more of it. Be more in alignment with the universal energy. I also feel very grateful for the privilege to be able to sit at home and then just order all the groceries, vegetables, fruits, all the supplies that I need online. For 2 whole months, I never needed to step out of my house. Everything just arrived at my doorstep like magic. One of the brands that I've been ordering from is Gourmet Garden. They do something called naturophonic farming, and the greens that they have are so fresh. The rocket, oh my god. Okay, so the arugula is so fantastic. It's not easy to get good arugula because it's all about the moment that they harvest it and how soon from the harvest you can get it home or you can eat it. And these gourmet garden people, once you place the order, that's when they harvest the greens and then pack them up and send them out to you in the same day. If you are in Bangalore and if you'd like to order from these people, I recommend that you do. You just have to visit their website, gourmetgarden.in. That is GOURMETGARDEN.in. And I can hook you up with a sweet discount. When you're checking out, just use the code Veganosaurus30 and you'll get 30% off on your first order. That is VEGANOSAURUS 30. And if you try out their veggies, let me know what you think and how you like them. I want to know how you're doing through this whole lockdown period, and I would love to hear your story. So don't hesitate to get in touch with me about it. You can connect with me on Instagram at Veganosaurus or email me at thefeelgoodfactor@veganosaurus.com. Now let's move on to the reason I'm here today. I wanted to talk to you all about using our emotions to our immense advantage. And I also wanted to throw light on how often we waste them instead. Our thoughts and our feelings are incredibly powerful tools at our disposal to create the life that we desire. But more often than not, we aren't making optimal use of these resources to attract what we want into our lives. In fact, we end up throwing them away on exactly the people and situations that don't deserve them. Recently, I've had multiple conversations about forgiveness, revenge, and holding someone responsible for what they are doing or have done to you in the past. It made me realize how desperately we all, including me, need to be reminded of what I'm about to say today. Let's start by making something very clear. If someone has hurt you, it's not your responsibility to punish them, especially if there's nothing you can do about it. Your top and only priority should be to heal and to bring your own emotions back in alignment with joyful feelings. Is there someone in your life right now who is making your life difficult in any way? An inconsiderate neighbor, an incompetent colleague, a relative who doesn't know how to mind their business, anyone at all. How much of your time do you spend in cursing them in your mind or even venting about them to others? This idiot is absolutely useless. I can't stand that misogynistic moron. I wish that someone would just come and bash up that jerk. Sounds familiar? Even worse, how much time do you dedicate to angrily thinking about people who have hurt you in the past? These people are not in a position to hurt you anymore, and yet you keep thinking about them in a very, very angry way. You have constant thoughts that go like, they have done this to me, so they don't deserve to be happy. I need to punish them or something bad should happen to them. Your vindictive thoughts are your worst enemy. Someone wanted to hurt you and they did. It's over, it's in the past. But if you keep on thinking about them, keep on being angry with them, you're giving them exactly what they wanted and they don't even need to put any effort to do it anymore. You're actively hurting yourself on their behalf. Attachment is a draining thing. Whether it's good attachment or bad attachment, it has a tendency to feed on your inner light. You know how when you love someone, you tend to give a lot of yourself to them? That can potentially drain you. But if it's a good, healthy relationship, then you will be getting good energy from them in return. So instead of emotional exhaustion, there's a constant flow between you both that balances things out. When you hate someone, when you think of them constantly with anger, sadness, resentment, with low vibrational fear based emotions, that creates a very, very strong bond between you and that person. This bond of hatred is almost as strong as a bond of love. So imagine how much energy this kind of an attachment can just suck out of you. So basically, when you think hateful thoughts about someone or when you spend time imagining bad things happening to them, you're giving them permission to be a parasite that lives inside you, feeding off of your emotions. Your feelings are a source of pure energy that can be harnessed to create magic in your life. But instead, you're throwing them away on these people that you dislike. For a moment, thinking that angry, negative thought can feel very satisfying. Imagining the pain of your aggressor as they are run over by a car or something like that, that can feel very, very good. But that feeling is fleeting, and not only have you wasted your thoughts on them, you're also left with this poisonous energy inside you. It's like spending a fortune on firecrackers. You come home, you light them, there's that one moment of pleasure when the cracker is bursting. But then, just like that, damar damar, your money is gone. And all you're left with is a chemical stench around you. Something that's terrible for you and everyone around you. Now imagine everything that you could have spent that money on instead. Things that could have been good for you, good for the people around you, and lasted much, much longer. So start thinking of your thoughts and feelings as precious currency that you have, that you can use to buy anything. And don't waste your emotional currency, period. Of course, it's not easy to keep on thinking good thoughts all the time and keep on feeling good things about others all the time. We're all human. If someone does something horrible to you or to your loved ones, it's natural to get really angry or sad or resentful about it. The key, however, is to not allow yourself to dwell on those feelings. Every single time you go out of alignment into these low vibe emotions, recognize them, honor them, and release them with love. Thank you, buddy. That felt very nice for a moment there, but tata bye bye, you go now. Then consciously tune your thoughts and emotions to a higher vibration, little by little. Start thinking of things, situations, people that are good in your life. I bet you there are a lot more good people in your life than bad ones. So just thinking about them and the moments you share with them can start to make you feel better right away. Gabby Bernstein has spoken about something called the emotional scale in her book Super Attractor. She talks about how you cannot just jump from feeling fully sad and dejected to suddenly happy and joyful and all, rainbows and magic. That's not going to happen. But there are these whole range of emotions between feeling sad and horrible and dejected to feeling euphoric and wonderful and joyful. So she suggests whatever point of the emotional scale you're on, all you have to do is just focus on reaching for the next higher emotion on the scale. That's it. I strongly recommend that you look up emotional scale and read a little more about it online. It's a very, very useful tool to help make yourself feel better and better and better and better until you are back in complete alignment with the universe's positive energy. In some of the images of the emotional scale, when you look online, you'll see that they've been represented as two spirals. So the higher emotions go in an upward spiral, whereas the lower emotions go in a downward spiral. At whatever point you are in this spiral, all you have to do is make sure you're climbing up and you don't allow yourself to go into this downward spiral. In either direction, once you start moving, there's a lot of momentum. If you are angry and upset and cursing someone, you can keep on doing that and then you'll keep going lower and lower and lower and lower in the spiral. But at the same time, if you feel grateful, if you feel a sense of hope, joy, and so on, then you keep going upwards and upwards on the spiral. Now, when you are aligned with these high vibe feelings, when you are up on the emotional scale, then what happens is you start attracting more situations and people that will help you go higher up on the emotional scale and stay uplifted. When you're in a feeling of peace, contentment, joy, gratitude, you become a very, very powerful manifester. This is the reason it's important to feel good, because feeling good attracts more good into your life. It has to start from within you. Everyone knows that forgiveness is an important thing. But really, who is it important for? Not so much the person that you're forgiving or forgetting, but more for you, for your own benefit, for your own good, for your own sanity. Forgiveness is extremely important. The moment you forgive someone, you let go of that negative, strong bond, that attachment that you have with them. And that frees you up to use your powerful thoughts, feelings, emotional currency on things that you want in your life. Constantly work on releasing the past. Past can be a year ago, 10 years ago, or it can just be yesterday or even 5 minutes ago. Doesn't matter. The past is the past. The sooner you let it go, the sooner you can be happy and manifest wonderful things into your life. Use your thoughts and your feelings very strategically to make your present moment beautiful. That's all you need to do. Then just sit back and watch the magic happen. Watch how wonderful things are being attracted into your life and into the world around you. It's been great talking to you all today. Just me and you. I'm looking forward to connecting with you, hearing back from you about your thoughts on this episode. And of course, if you enjoyed it, then rate, review, or even spread the word about it to people who you feel will be benefited from this message. Talk to you again next week. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of The Feel Good Factor. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus, and I'm looking forward to talking to you again very soon. Bye!